Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the 12th installment. It's pretty bit. We're getting there. We're adding up some numbers, right?
A dozen.
A dozen.
We've given you a dozen feature clips.
Exactly. 12th installment of the First Ninja Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Michael O'Brien. Here with my fantastic co-host, Mr.
Aiden Florsher.
Welcome back. Thank you guys for listening, as always.
Thank you guys. It means a lot. Whoever comes back every week and supports us, drop
love
a
you.
like, maybe a comment. That'd be funny. Something funny.
Yeah, we got a comment last week. Someone said no one will fall for this except an 8-year-old or an 85-year-old. Don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
But you know what? Thank you. Thank you for whoever commented that.
First of all, we're not selling anything to you guys.
Yeah, if you're taking us fully seriously, you probably need to be checked into an institution.
Yeah. No one's fooling us. You're not fooling us, buddy. You're sick in the head.
Like we're not selling picks. We're just talking sports, having fun on here, saying some wild stuff.
We pick a game every week because it's fun. We like to. Why, you're doing this with your friends anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to let this guy get into our heads.
Obviously,
Whatever.
but I think it's just funny to riff off it.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. It is pretty funny. This guy was like, you know what? These guys stink.
They have 40 viewers.
Yeah, exactly. You know what that means, though? We're getting haters. That means we're
good. Dude, it's the villain arc. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. People start hating. That's a good thing. You want people to start hating.
They hate us
a little bit
because they ain't us.
A little bit. Not too much, though.
They hate us because they ain't us, my friend.
Exactly. Let's move on. Let's move on past the rogue commenter and on to this episode. We're going to do our classic picks episode here, week 5. Pick 'em. We're going to run through all the games. It's about 7 o'clock, right before the Thursday night game, so this will probably be out mid-Thursday night. I might put this up tomorrow. We'll probably put it up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
So it'll be after the game, but this is being recorded before the game. We're just going to run through the games like we always do, give you the picks with the spread, and let's get into it. Last week, tough week.
Wait. We have to talk about
what do you want to say?
Our overall records right now. Well, I mean, listen, I see where you're going here. You're going to talk about the week and then bring it into the overall records, I'm guessing. But before you even say that, it's been a tough 4 weeks for the YGB. You know what? That means it can only go up from here.
Exactly.
I'm only going to get hotter.
There's only
so
progress
excited
from this
for this
point.
season.
Exactly. You can't go. I mean, it'd be impressive if you went down from here.
If I went down, start fading me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
I'm doing justice either way.
Through 4 weeks, we've given you 2 profitable methods on this show. You ride with me, or you fade Young
me.
Green Bean.
Which usually means ride with you.
Nah, I mean, I feel like we have like 4 or 5 games right together every week, win or loss. I feel like we agree on a decent amount of games.
Yeah, but I'll just fucking blow like 6 in a row. And I'll just be
I was counting them making the sheet today. Oh God, I was like 0-1-1, 0-1.
Dude, I go on streaks. I didn't win a game till like 4-13 last week.
Dude, I've lost every game after 1 o'clock, I think, except the Niners. But let's move on. So week 4, I went 6-8-2. My first losing week this year. I'm sad.
Boo-hoo.
Tough week. It's all right. You went 4-10-2. We both had gross weeks. We both pushed on the
it's
Saints
just another
game
day in the
Bills
sewers for a
game.
rat like me. 4-10-2.
No, all it takes is one good week, and we're right back at it.
Listen, I'm 25-37-2 on the season. People could do worse.
You can definitely do. I'm sure there are a lot of people who do worse than that. Honestly,
and people pay for that kind of production. I'm giving it away for free.
38-24-2. A little
14
flex. Games over 500. Yeah, wipe that off my shoulder.
I mean, I hope you keep going.
I had a tough
man.
week last week. I don't want to get too cocky because I had a tough week last week, man. I can't be too high on my britches. I was a loser last week.
Vegas started to fuck with you last week. You were like, "This is the immortal Vegas trend."
Yeah, they got into my head a little bit too much last week. They had a weird line week last week.
They had Obi by the testicles.
They watched an episode of this and said, "We got to stop this menace. Like this guy's too good."
They're like the Panthers line. Let's make this freaky as fuck for Mike. He's definitely gonna take it. -1 in any situation you were taking that. So.
Yeah, I was just calling out fake sharp bets and they were wrong. But you know what? Let's move on.
It's a new week. Tonight's game.
It's a new week.
Colts at Denver. Broncos are favored at -3.5 as the home team. What are you going to go for in this game? Who are you going to pick?
I'm taking the Colts here, man. I just think a lot of injuries on both sides. No Taylor or Javonte Williams. So running games will be weird, both sides. No Shaquille Leonard, actually. He goes by Shaquille now. Shaquille Leonard and Randy Gregory. Yeah, you didn't know that? He changed. I don't know the full story behind that, but I did see that, like,
they were like, drop that bomb on me.
You didn't know that? They were like, I realized it like week 1. I was like, they were like Shaquille Leonard, linebacker for the Colts. I'm like, who the fuck is Shaquille Leonard? And then I'm like, oh, it has to be Darius. I didn't really research it.
Dude, that's probably
like, Shaquille Leonard, number 53. I'm like, oh, that's Darius Leonard. I guess he goes by Shaquille now. Good for him.
I don't want to make fun of it because it might be for some special reason, but that's an odd thing to do.
It has to be his real name. Like, Giancarlo Stanton used to go by Mike. Right?
I know.
So, like,
but Darius?
Let's see. We got to do the research on this before we get into this game.
This needs to be solved.
His middle name is Shaquille, so I guess he goes by his middle name now.
Yeah.
His name is Darius Shaquille Leonard.
Oh, that totally makes sense.
All right.
Like how Robbie Anderson changed his last name.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it was. Yeah, I figured this wasn't an Ocho Cinco situation, but
dude, I'm like, he changed his name to Shaquille. I'm like,
no, it's his middle name. Good for him. Okay. That's cool. That's honestly baller. It sounds cooler, Shaquille.
Nah.
Darius Leonard sounds like some guy who does accounting.
Darius Leonard sounds like a beast, bro. No lie.
Shaquille Leonard sounds like more of a beast.
I don't know.
Let's move on. Whatever. Beyond the point. Beyond the point.
We're debating on whether he should have changed his name or not.
Yeah. Like it's going to have any effect on the outcome of this game. Like, if his name was Darius, I might have to take the Broncos here.
That's mad funny. Yeah, I'm definitely going to...
I'm taking the Colts here, man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just think they have the coaching advantage. Even with no JT, I still like their run game advantage, even though their offensive line's been struggling. Both offensive lines have been struggling, honestly. It's been ugly for both these teams so far this year. I'll just take the dog in this one. I think 3.5 points is... I'll take it. I like the Colts here, man.
That's so funny that you said all that, because I literally am thinking almost the complete opposite. It's hilarious.
Hit me. Hit me with your logic. This is a weird game. This game, I have no confidence in this.
Well,
this is a weird one.
I just think that Vegas really didn't seem to care or even knew JT was going to be out before this line was set because it didn't move. And I don't think Hines is that much of a downfall on that team as you think it would be, I feel like. I
mean, no, I like the Colts, Pop. I'm taking the Colts. I think it's a good thing. I still like their run game.
That's just listen. No, I know, but what I'm saying is I think Hines is a very solid back, and I just think that JT was never going to have his breakout game today anyway. So, I don't know. I just think that the Broncos are going to outpace them.
It's possible. No Javonte is pretty big for them, even though they like to force feed Melvin Gordon the ball anyway.
Mr.
For some
Fumbles.
fucking reason.
He literally rubs his hands on the grease and then goes out there.
Dude, he has 4 fumbles already? 4 fumbles in 4 games or something? That's horrible, man.
Is that a trend?
They're probably going to use... Yeah, clearly he's fumbled every week this year. And they still put him in the game for some fucking reason. But
we do trends here.
Trending. We do a little trending. But, yeah... this is a weird one, man. I really don't have any confidence in this. Either side. I can see this game going either way. Really. I'm gonna take the dog though with 3.5.
Yeah, I just think that I feel like if Vegas thought the Colts were gonna win, man, they would have maybe had this line a little further.
Yeah. I also got a fun trend for you.
Yeah,
forgot to mention this. Underdogs this year that missed the playoffs last year, 28-14 against the spread so far to start the season.
Okay, that's
this game fits that trend with the Colts. They missed the playoffs last year. They're a dog. So I'll take the Colts. I'll ride that trend a little bit.
I mean, that with a 28-14 trend like that, you can't really go against it. But
it's interesting. Vegas could flip that on its head though. But let's move on.
I'm definitely taking the Bronx.
Yeah, we've been harping on this one a little bit. Let's get on to Sunday. We got another London game this week, a big one for this podcast. Giants-Packers. Packers are favored by 8 points currently, but it does look like Daniel Jones is probably going to play. He did practice yesterday, and he was limited again today. So it seems like he will. They're definitely gonna. I think they're gonna play him. I think he'll send him out there. The game plan, regardless, is Saquon left, Saquon right, Saquon up the middle, Saquon to the outside.
Give it to Saquon on the screen.
Yeah, I think he'll be
Throw
playing.
it to David Sills.
Yeah, we don't even need to say who we're taking here. We're both on the Giants, obviously, with 8 points especially. I mean,
Yeah, I think the Brits are going to really like this game. It's going to be a lot of kicking.
dude, all the
gonna
money's
be-
still on the Packers too, man. The Giants are still getting so disrespected.
Giants getting
Their
plus 8 against a Packers team who almost lost to
They're getting so
Zaxby.
disrespected. They're getting so disrespected. Everyone's like fake 3-1. It's like, okay, we're 3-1. Lead the league in rushing. Have it.
But fake 3-1. What do you want us to do, Obi?
Yeah,
Just
lose every game. I know. Yeah, I know. It's such a stupid argument.
Like,
obviously,
we didn't make the
we're-
schedule or handpick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Exactly.
was just given to us, and we just played the games. We ended up
Yeah, the
winning 3.
Chiefs lost to the 1-2-1 Colts. So like, yeah, but the
Shit happens.
Giants are 3-1 and we're bad. All right,
It's
let's not get
football.
into a Giants right here. Exactly. Giants plus 8 is so easy, especially with all the bets as we're looking right now on Thursday. Looks like it's pretty decently on the Packers side.
This might
I'll
be
take
the
the
only game I
Giants with
touch
8.
this weekend with confidence.
Yeah, Giants plus 8 all day here. I think I'm locking this in as a scrotum play, honestly.
Yeah,
This
this
is
could be
scrotum
like
play.
a dual scrotum play. I might have
It's
to
a
lock-
scrotum.
Yeah.
This is so easy, man. Giants lead the league in rushing. Packers struggled against the run last week heavily, kind of have all year.
And
I
not
just don't
even as
think the Packers
Giants
have
fan.
weapons, man. This
is
game
a
is
miss-
closer than 8. This game is closer than 8 points. It's not a mismatch.
With
It's
8
closer than 8
points?
points.
With
It's
8
closer than 8
points?
points. It's closer than 8 points.
8
Easily.
points is a mismatch, in my opinion. You give,
Yeah, I don't know how Vegas is. Whatever.
unless Rodgers actually goes
It's
insane.
possible. It is possible. I don't think so. The Packers don't have weapons right now, man.
I know.
They're
the
really
Christian
struggling to find a
Watson
weapon.
And Dubes.
Their defense didn't look that great last week. They let Bailey Zappi and Brian Hoyer score 27 on them, even though most of that was the run game. But
I know,
the
and our run
Giants'
game is
offense is
good.
the run game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just run
I
it
like
behind
easy.
Andrew
Giants
Thomas.
plus 8. This is a no-brainer, honestly. I feel like the way the Packers have been playing and the way the Giants have been playing. I figured when I saw it, I figured more people would be on the Giants. I saw Action Network had like 90% of the money line bets on the Packers, and like 60% of the spread. Shocking. I know, especially at like plus 280.
But it's
Easy
like the
there.
But we also have to look at that trend from last week. How you said that Packers are very good against big spreads, and they did lose last week. So this might come to bite us in the ass.
It could.
I'm taking G-Man.
I'm
plus
choosing
8.
to ignore that trend and obviously taking the Giants.
Yeah.
I mean, we do trends on this podcast, but when you throw a Giants game in our face, all the trends go out the window, and we take the Giants.
What is a trend?
I don't know. We take the Giants. Exactly. Now let's move on to Sunday 1 p.m. Got another large Sunday 1 p.m. slate like last week. I think it's
girthy.
another 9-game Sunday 1 p.m. slate. I kind of like it though. I'm happy the Giants aren't playing at 1 because I like to watch Red Zone when there's a bunch of games on. It's sick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is one of the best things about this Sunday,
Yeah.
that the
I was
Giants
watching
are gone before the day starts.
Yeah, my day's either going to be great or ruined by 12:30. So
Yeah,
I'm happy I'm getting that out of the way. But Lions at the New England Patriots. The Patriots are 3-point favorites here. What's the deal with Mac Jones, man? Is he going to play this week? I don't even know. Let's see.
I wouldn't count on it. I think the line also anticipates him.
Mac
not
Jones
playing.
remains limited in Thursday's practice, and Mac Jones injury update. Patriots QB believes he can play.
Okay, but he's going to be injured. So
Okay, but it's
I
better
think-
than Bailey Zappi.
I don't know. He kind of looked good.
Yeah, but sometimes there's
Mac
one-off
Jones
games
blows,
like that, man.
dude.
I don't think Mac Jones blows. He's a system quarterback.
I think literally he would, on any other team, he would be a backup or maybe out of the league.
he's a system quarterback. I don't think he's bad, but
He's bad, man.
he's a
He's
system
never doing
quarterback.
anything for the Patriots.
I'm gonna respectfully kind of disagree with you there, and I'm gonna take the Patriots -3 here. Lions have no defense. The Patriots run the ball well. And if anyone's gonna stop the Lions' offense at this rate, Bill Belichick, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially with all the
No
injuries.
Swift. No Swift still.
Amon Ra's probably not going to play because they have the bye in Week 6.
Really? Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly.
They want to sit
Let's
both
see.
of them because they come back Week 7.
Yeah, but they're 1-3. Oh yeah, he didn't practice.
But would you rather
Wednesday.
injure Amon-Ra Swift in game fucking 5?
Yeah, but you're 1-4, bro.
But what are you just gonna? But they'll be out for the season. I'd rather just not them get hurt.
It's fair. I'm taking if
Because
that's
realistically,
the case, I like
they're
the
not
Patriots
winning.
even more.
They know deep down they're not winning.
Yeah, and if that's the case, I like the Patriots even more. No Swift,
Yeah.
we know that because they already said he's going to be out until after the bye. And yeah,
Amon-Ra's
just
trending
think-
that way also. Tell me.
Yeah, what makes sense, kind of, but also they need to win a fucking game. I'm going to take the Patriots here. Everyone loves the Lions, especially public bettors. I'm going to fade them and take the better coach and the better defense and the better run game, I believe. So, New England.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you here. I think Lions have absolutely zero chance in this game. This is going to be a surprising blowout. I could see like the Patriots having one of their only blowouts of the season here. Even though the Lions' offense has looked great, I just think Belichick eats Goff up for like breakfast.
Yeah.
He's a munch.
Yeah, I mean, and this line being 3-point favorites for the Patriots already kind of tells us what we're already thinking with that. I feel like
I just think that
the Lions lost to the Seahawks. The Lions made Geno Smith look like Joe Montana last week. They're not that great yet.
they're not.
Their offense is going to be fun as fuck, but like, they're not a great football team. Yeah,
The
the defense
Patriots
is
are
horrendous.
also 7-2 when not throwing an interception since 2021. So if this trend continues, the Lions have only intercepted 12 passes since the 2021 season, which is the second fewest in the NFL.
Yikes,
I think that the Patriots are a really good play this weekend.
And you had another cool trend here that you haven't said. The Lions have been at least a plus 140 money line underdog 2 times this season, and they've lost both of them.
Yeah, so I think this might be a little like this is going to look a little juicy to a lot of people, but I think just either stay away or bet the Patriots.
Yeah, I think the Patriots is a good bet, honestly, man. I think it's a good bet.
Yeah, me too.
Let's
Oh
hit
my
up the
God.
next game on the slate.
This might
We've
be
been dragging
my
on these
favorite
games a little
game.
bit. I kind of agree with you, but we're on total opposite sides here. Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 14-point favorites. What's your favorite? I need to hear the argument on this one.
All right, listen, people. Steelers plus 14 might be like taking candy from a baby. I'm taking that for 2 units and Steelers money line for 0.5.
Okay.
The Steelers are 6-1.
Responsible bankroll betting, the first inch's way.
Yes. The Steelers were 6-1. That's a clean 85% versus top 10 run offenses last season, which
That's interesting.
Bills have easily a top 10 run offense between their quarterback.
Do
Singletary
they?
Singletary is very
Is that
good.
actually true?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the Bills are a top 10 rush offense this year. There's no way. I'm gonna call a bluff on that. I'm gonna call. Hold on, let me hit it. There's no way, man. Yeah, no.
This-
they are.
this
they?
was
1, 2,
last
3,
season.
You are fake
5,
news.
6, 7, 8,
Last
9,
season.
10. The Bills are the 12th rushing offense in the NFL. All right.
Last season.
This is this year.
No, but this
this year
was a
they're-
stat from last season.
All right, keep going. I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I interrupted
This
your spiel
guy
like
is
an
an
idiot.
absolute scum
I'm a scum. I interrupted the spiel because I called a bluff.
for no reason, and he's looking
No
up this
reason.
year's stats. It's a last season stat. The Steelers are undefeated, 5-0, versus top 10 run defenses since the 2021 season. No clue if the Bills are a top 10 run defense. And
They probably are.
the Bills are winless, 0-4, when rushing for less than 100 yards since 2021. So I just think that the Steelers are going to have to buckle down and play good D.
Yeah, I just think the Steelers are garbage.
Oh my God, I forgot an absolute. This is the reason why I'm taking this. So I saw like the stat that a Steeler, like the Bills have beaten every team's like rookie quarterback the first time they played, besides Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, they haven't lost to a rookie quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger in 2004.
Yeah. So Kenny Pickett is the new Ben. Watch out, ladies.
All right, Bills minus 14 is take candy from a baby. Steelers still don't have T.J. Watt. Minka Fitzpatrick's banged up. Kenny Pickett stinks. He's going to throw like 4 interceptions against his defense. I think this game's an absolute mauling. I would be confident if this was Bills minus 20. I'm not going to lie. I think this game's an absolute murder scene.
Take Steelers money line.
No, don't do that. Take the Bills with 14 points.
I will be.
Take the Bills with 14 points, man. Rookie QB in his first start. He threw 3 picks against the fucking Jets last week. Jets don't have the defense the Bills do.
Jets are good.
Kenny Pickett's gonna look like an idiot this week. He's gonna get absolutely embarrassed in front of the entire NFL.
Kenny Pickett's gonna have an entire.
Kenny Pickett isn't good. He was not gonna translate over to the NFL. There's no chance.
What if he wins this week?
I would feel very confident that doesn't happen. There's no way. The Steelers are garbage. The Steelers are so garbage.
Shit happens, bro.
I don't see it.
I can't wait for this game. Steelers are going to come out murking.
No, they're not, bro. They have no offense. The Bills are going to shit on them.
This is going to be a fucking great game. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna double down. I already said the Giants were a scrotum. I'm gonna do a ball sack. Bills minus 14, second part of the ball sack. Full ball sack. Let's move on to the next game. Dolphins going into MetLife Stadium playing the Jets. 3-point favorites on the road. We're gonna agree on this one. We're both from the Jets here, right? I think this is kind of a layup, low key.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck the Jets.
I don't like the Jets either, but underdogs this year, overall 38-25 against the spread. Divisional underdogs since 2020, 114-86 against the spread. And like we said, underdogs that have missed the playoffs last year so far, 28-14 against the spread. So there's a bunch of trend. I mean, the dogs have been hot this year. Public's all over the Fins. No Tua, obviously. They're not going to play Tua this week. They get so much backlash. Jets kind of look fun last week, as much as it pains me to say. They look like they could be kind of fun. I hate to say it. I hate that those words are coming out of my fucking mouth. Really pains me. But I'm going to do a little contrarian pick here. All money's all over the Dolphins. This line actually went down from 3.5 to 3, even with the money on the Fins. And I think it went back up, but it's going to go up. If this line's at 3, it's Jets all day. Even 3.5, I think Jets all day.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the Dolphins because, I don't know, coaching, Teddy, and the Dolphins' vibes.
I think the Dolphins' vibes are kind of crushed, man, after that Tua injury. That's really brutal.
I don't know, man.
They just watched a leader of their team almost die on the football field.
But they were like, then they went and put the AB song on. They were like, put that shit on.
I don't know.
Put that shit on.
I think this is kind of a letdown spot for the Dolphins on the road, man. I'll take the Jets here.
If they lose to the Jets, they may be the worst team of all time.
If they lose to the Jets, they're cooked. Then
they're clipped.
This pains me, man. Like I've been on the Dolphins train all year. This pick really pains me. But I do think the Jets is the bet here. The smart bet.
Word.
Jets plus 3.
Falcons at Buccaneers. Bucks are favorites minus 10. What are you going to go here?
Falcons. I'm going to ride their undefeated against the spread trend so far this year. They're 4-0 against the spread. I mean, beat the Browns last week. They are a little banged up, no Patterson, but like we've been saying, all the trends I've been bringing up, divisional underdogs are good the last couple of years. Underdogs that missed the playoffs last year have been good so far. And a lot of these games, like the underdogs are getting faded a little bit, which is what I like to see. Some line movement there's one game that has really interesting line movement I want to talk about later, but we'll get to that. I just think 10 points is a lot, almost any divisional game, especially with the way the Buccaneers have been playing. I don't think they're 10-point favorites to anyone in the NFL right now, probably.
Nah, I don't think so either. I don't think you could tell me one team they're 10-point favorites to. Maybe like the Panthers. They probably wouldn't even be 10-point favorites.
Yeah, probably not. I doubt it.
Nobody
especially
would be.
Yeah, no.
Besides the Falcons, maybe at this point. Titans.
Yeah. Brady's going through a divorce. It's tough.
No, yeah. So
I need your take on the Tom Brady divorce. What do you think's going on in his brain right now? What do you think's going through Tom Brady's brain as he divorces his incredibly rich supermodel wife and is thrown to Cole Beasley and the corpse of Julio Jones?
he made Cole Beasley retire. He retired already. He was like, I'm done. But my take on the divorce, I think Brady's probably sitting back, smiling, happy, having a drink, maybe an avocado shot. And
I
he's
think
like,
he's a little
"Damn,
stressed out, man.
Nah, listen. He's like,
Or
bro.
maybe this is releasing him. Maybe
Listen.
this is freedom.
He's like, bro, my alimony's going to come in from half her check, bro. Do you realize that what's going to...
You think he signed a prenup with her?
100%.
You think he's got half that back? Probably. Yeah. you're
And
probably
she's
right.
worth more than him.
Yeah. Which is insane, considering Tom
He's
Brady's
Tom
like,
Brady. He's the
yeah,
GOAT.
the greatest American athlete of our lifetime.
And she's just like a supermodel, which I mean, bravo
makes
to
sense.
her.
She's- well,
but like,
yeah,
it's
no.
just crazy how much they
Good
make
for
for
her.
just being good looking, you know? Just
Good for her. She hit the lotto and she took advantage of it. So did Tom. I mean, Tom took someone getting hurt and became the greatest quarterback ever.
they're talking about that with Zaxby or whatever his name is. Did you see those edits on TikTok and shit?
Oh, Bailey Zappi. Bailey
It's-
Zappi.
They
becoming
were doing
the new Tom
Bailey
Brady.
Zappy until like this, it like did like
Oh,
a
the face
flashback.
wolf. Yeah.
No, it did a flashback to when was it Bledsoe that got hurt?
Yeah, when Bledsoe got rocked against the Jets, I believe.
Yeah,
So the Jets are the reason Tom Brady is a thing. All reality.
yeah. Load that gun, jet people, and shoot it in your mouth now.
Mo Lewis broke Drew Bledsoe's leg, and Tom Brady became the best quarterback ever. That's what happens sometimes.
He probably was like, "Yeah, this is the best thing that's happened."
In
a
we
while.
gonna win. We win in this one. Bledsoe's out. And Tom Brady just comes in and wins the Super Bowl that year. They're like, "Oh, we fucked up a little bit on this one."
Tom Brady's like, "You might have won the game,
Battle.
but you haven't won the war." And then he's like this in the corner. You don't even know what's gonna happen for the next
Dr.
10
Evil.
years. Yeah.
Let's move on to the next game before we start talking about Tom Brady. Seahawks and
And his
Saints.
prenup allegation.
Yeah, Tom Brady didn't sign the prenup. Gazelle's taking everything. He's like, my Super Bowl game won jersey. Let's move on to the next game. Seahawks going into the Big Easy. 5.5-point favorites. The Saints are 5.5-point favorites here, I should say. I should clarify that. Not the Seahawks. I mean, Gino looked good last week, but that would be a little bit of a fucking stretch.
I think Vegas would have been drunk.
yeah, some dude who was making the odds.
He's like, "Oh,
Caesar's
shit."
fucking hammered. he's like, Geno Smith is the best quarterback ever.
He gets a call. It's like, "Tim, you did it again. Panthers last week. Now this."
Seahawks minus 5.5 is the lock. Yeah, Saints minus 5.5 is the easy bet to me here. Geno Smith experience is going to have a couple bumps along the road, right? He's looked amazing, but the Lions defense is horrible. Like Alabama might score 30 against the Lions defense right now. So I just think the
their
Saints are the
defense
better
is-
team. No Winston again probably this week, I believe, but Kamara I think will be playing. So I mean, the Saints almost beat the Vikings with their B team last week. So I like the Saints here. I think they're still the better team, have the better defense. I just think this is going to be a Geno dud, honestly. Just what my gut says.
Okay, why do you think it's going to be like such a dud? Like, what brings that on? You know, like you think he just had his ride already?
Yeah, it was also the Lions' defense.
I know,
I've
but
seen him.
he's kind of played well against just good teams
No,
this
I'm
year.
not saying he's played bad, but he also looked hard. He threw like 3 picks against the Niners. I feel like the Niners are. The Saints aren't on that level, but they're good. Better than the teams he's looked good against. So I mean,
Okay,
I just think this is a Saints win here, man. I'll take him with 5.5.
we disagree again, man. This could either go really great for me this week or
I
very
know if we
ugly.
were in person doing this episode, we'd be fist fighting at the table. No, Kenny Pickett doesn't stink. He's good. He's the new Big Ben.
Dude, you don't even. We're honestly lucky that we're separated during these pick'ems because there's no reason for it to get competitive, but it does.
Yeah, there's no reason. I'm like, fuck you. Bills are winning by 30, bitch. You're an idiot.
And I'm like, damn, bro, we're just podcasting.
I know. I get competitive.
No, I'm
Also because
fucking
I'm fucking hot right now, dude. I had a bad week. I'm on edge. I had
No,
my
I know.
first non-double-digit week of the season.
You would think that I would seem to conspire with you more on these picks, but I just seem to be banging my head on the same wall.
You seem to be making the same mistakes.
This one, I'm going Seahawks. Gino!
Dude, why does he? I mean, like,
You know,
even though I just
dude.
kind of shit on him, unbelievable props to what he's been able to do this year.
And you know what's even more
He's
unbelievable?
making Pete Carroll
We
look like a
fucking
genius.
called it.
I know. We did say he was going to be serviceable. He looks
Dude,
more than serviceable right now.
He looks
but-
amazing. Like, I've never seen Gino look like that besides since he was in, like, West Virginia.
This is the best he's looked since college by a mile. It's unbelievable.
It's insane.
He's making
And
Pete Carroll look smart, which is his greatest accomplishment yet.
the reason why I'm taking the Hawks here, I just think the Saints haven't given me any reason to pick them this year. They lost to Baker, which was probably one of the worst games I've seen this season. Seahawks have given me reason to bet on them. They give me energy when I watch them. Gino's awesome.
They are
DK's
fun.
cool.
They are
I've
fun.
always been a fan of Lockett. Penny, who you should probably sell very high right now on.
Yeah, Kenny Walker's going to become a factor sooner than later. He had like 8 touches last week. I feel like that number's going
And
to start
Penny-
to creep up.
Tore up the worst defense in the league, so it's like...
Yeah, you can
I
sell
mean-
super high on him. That's probably good advice, but that's a different topic.
But, yeah, so I just think that, like, the way the Seahawks win this game, they got to play good defense and, like, really, 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 like, not make that be the fall of this game because the Saints are going to put up points. They have to maybe hold them to, like, 17 to 20 points.
Yeah,
They win
but
this game.
I just don't know if the Seahawks defense has enough to do that, man.
No, I know.
Especially the way a guy like Olave's been playing. They have no D-backs. So,
Dude,
I don't know, man.
it's bad.
I just think this is all Saints all day. Nola, who dat? Who dat?
But I'm taking Gino.
You hit that note pretty well. Let's hit the next game.
I'm a baritone.
Texans. It's like Derek and Step Brothers. I'm paying $500 a month for this shit.
Ho, 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 ho.
Texans
She's
and Jaguars. What
Ooh.
side are we on?
I'm on the Jags here.
See, we're fading each other again. I like the Texans here, man. I'm just riding
I'm
that
in
divisional
trouble.
underdog.
I'm in trouble.
I'm riding that divisional underdog trend heavy this week. Underdogs have been hot this year, and it seems like just from what I'm looking at right now, the public has not realized that. A lot of these games, it's like, the Bucks are definitely going to beat the Falcons. It's like 75% of the bets on them. So I just think I'm going to ride that divisional dog trend. Texans are 2-1-1 against the spread this year. They've been and they almost covered last week. They came back heavy at the end of that game. The Chargers scored a touchdown with 2 minutes left. They kind of fucked them, but they almost backdoored last week also. I think the Texans +7 here is definitely the play. Lawrence had 5 turnovers last week, albeit it was against Philly, who was a good defense. Yeah, give me Texans here, man.
Dude, remember I talked about last week how Jaguars have like the best run defense in the league?
Yeah,
They
they
got
got absolutely scorched last week, right?
absolute-
Sanders had like 140.
Dude, they got 4 rushing touchdowns scored on them last week. It was
Yeah, it's not good.
embarrassing. Like, I feel bad even saying anything to you guys. Like, I think I jinxed them or something. They played like crap.
Yeah, they
But
played terribly.
I'm
They didn't
taking the
look that
Jags here because 2 main reasons. I think that Davis Mills is going to be traumatized. He's going to have severe PTSD from seeing Josh Allen crushing him 6 or 7 times. He might get out of the game, honestly. He's going to get hit hard this weekend.
Yeah, that could be that could be an issue for the Texans for sure.
And another one, I think, if they stay focused and don't commit penalties, this is a fun little trend. The Texans are winless when the opposing team commits less than 30 yards in penalties since 2021.
Ooh, that's
So,
interesting.
Listen, stay focused, guys. If you just
No
play
stupid
football, you'll win. I don't know if you'll cover
stupid
7,
shit.
but the money line, which they care about more, to be honest with you, the players, I don't think they're
Yeah,
going out
they're
there
not-
being like,
Yeah,
we got to
that-
cover 7, boys.
Unless I got a Calvin Ridley situation and someone's like, I bought the hook. Yes.
You got to block this field goal.
I need overtime bad.
That's funny.
Yeah. Next
Yeah,
game.
so, no, I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done? You got more trends?
So-
Gotta hit a dead space.
I'm sorry, I had a dead space because
It's all right.
I was just like kind of laughing at the Josh Allen shit, but this is actually a trend that I'm gonna fade. The Texans have won 8 straight games in the series dating back to a loss in December 17, 2017. So historically, Texans have been always on this game. I think they're pretty due for a loss.
Seven's too much, man.
That's what. No, 8.
It's an
8. 8. The Texans have won 8
No,
straight
I
games.
mean minus 7.
Oh, 7. Okay, yes. I get
That's
what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
Seven is too much in this game, I think.
And also, my last point is I just think the Jags need to stack wins against teams like this if they want to be considered serious. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
they lose this game. I just think 7's too heavy of a line.
No,
for
I know.
This one.
But besides the spread, I'm just talking about the game here now. I just think
Yeah.
that there's no way that they should drop this game.
No, if they lose this game, then they're kind of clips. The hype trade. Well, their division's so bad. That's a different story, though.
It's not. They're not clips, but it's just like if they can't. They have to beat these teams to like get ahead in their division. In my opinion.
Yeah,
So-
especially a divisional game like this. They need to dub.
And if
for
you
sure.
take Jags, probably buy the hook at 6.5. I can see the hook here.
I would probably agree with that. I always like buying a hook. We got a couple games left in this 1 o'clock slate. Heavy
Sorry to
slate
ramble
here,
on
1
that
o'clock.
one.
No, you got good numbers. If we're giving good numbies, it's not a ramble. It's good numbies.
It's good numbers. Titans minus
going
2.
into Washington. Ooh, take it away. Take it away.
Titans minus 2. They're going to Washington. They're distributing wealth. They're not doing legal things. But I'm going to take them this way anyway. The Commanders, the Commies, I'll take them plus 2.
Yeah,
I think the
agree
offense
with
is
you.
better, and that's about it. This game, there's not much to even say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I got a cool little trend on. Not really a trend, but just some line movement. Like we're talking about line
Oh, this is the
movement on
line
show
movement you
sometimes.
wanted to say?
Yes, this is the line movement I did bring up before. As Dave Portnoy would say on Sports Advisors, man in the suit. This is a man in the suit all day right here. So this line was at 3 at the beginning of the week, and money's at like 75+% of the bets are on the Titans on the spread, but the line moved down to 2, little reverse movement. That means that smart people are betting the skins, not the skins, the commies.
Commanders. Whoa.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just canceled myself. I
You're
forgot.
canceled, bro.
I'm canceled. Yeah, but the commies here plus 2. That line movement is a good thing if you want to take the Commanders. Don't fall into the trap here. Be a sharp. Take the Commanders with the points on this.
And redistribute that money to all your friends.
Redistribute that wealth in a 6-leg anytime scorer parlay.
If you realistically had to watch this game for 4 quarters, would you commit suicide? I probably would.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy. I'll like when they cut into it on red zone and it's like Carson Wentz throwing it in a D tackle's face, and I'll be like, that was pretty funny. But,
Or when he throws it to Terry McLaurin and my trade looks genius.
let's hit the next game. We've been rambling on some of these games. That game is a stinker. I feel like that's
That's
the
just
line
who
movement
cares?
on that one
Don't,
is fun.
Either take the Commanders or don't touch that game, or don't even watch that game.
Yeah, take the Commanders. Don't even look at that score and just pray it hits. So the next game is the Bears going into Minnesota. Vikings are 7.5-point favorites at home here. I'm on the Bears, man. This is just me I hate this. This is me going full contrarian here. Like I'm saying, I'm just riding the divisional dog trend fully this week, man.
I respect
I'm
it.
just ri- I'm,
2 out
I'm
of 3
riding
will
the
hit,
under,
or 2
I'm
out of
riding
4,
the
whatever it is.
underdogs. The 7.5 is kind of weird. I don't know. Kirk Cousins could just throw balls at people's faces. He's not good. Like I said, 7.5, 7 in a division game is a lot in the NFL. The Bears are 2-2. They do run the football well. 7.5, I'll take them. No, I don't think they win. Vikings squeaked a game out of their ass last week against the Saints B team. Give me the Bears, man. This is a weird one.
Fade button. I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, this game.
But to be honest with you, I'm just going with probably a better skill group here.
The Vikings could easily blow the Bears out of the fucking water in this one.
And this line is too perfect for me to even care. I'm not gonna give you any stats that's gonna make it.
Yeah,
an easier pick.
I'd say it's pretty reasonable, but I'll take the Bears at 7. I don't think you can put this line lower than this the way the Bears have played this year. So,
you can't go higher. It's literally this game is gonna end either
it's gonna the Vikings are gonna win by a touchdown. Yes, there'll be a missed extra point somewhere that fucks this somehow. So this is the last game in the 1 o'clock slate.
It's kind of wild that we're still on the 1 o'clock slate.
I know. Dude. Like I said, 9 games in the 1 o'clock slate. We got 3 at 4 and Sunday, Monday. Nighters.
That's nice.
Chargers going on the road to Cleveland. It's 2.5-point favorites. We both agree on this one.
Yeah, we have a ton of stats here, so if you want to go,
hit them. No, I want you to hit them.
Oh, okay.
I saw some of the numbers you had. They were good.
I'm gonna take the Browns here. No brainer. I didn't even, before I saw any of these stats. I found a lot of stats that really help support my case. The Chargers are winless, 0-6 when trailing at the end of the first quarter since 2021. As I stated last week, which went horribly, the Browns are a historically great first quarter team. I think that's a trend that is going to come back into play and really affect this game. The Browns running backs have averaged 137 rushing yards per game since 2021, best in the NFL. And the Chargers have allowed an average of 134 rushing yards per game since 2021, fifth worst. That is probably bad. With Bosa, no Bosa. And the Browns have a great offensive line. I think that this is just going to be an absolute run fest for the Browns. They're going to control the clock. They're going to have if they could score some if they could throw the ball to Amari Cooper a few times and Njoku and get him in there, they win this game no problem by double digits. But I think that without that, they sneak this game out by maybe a field goal with the run game here. Regardless, I think
this is a weirdly good matchup for the Browns because I feel like the Chargers don't defend the run well, like you said. The Browns' main purpose on offense, honestly, their sole purpose on offense, is to run the football.
Yeah.
So if they can slow this game down, it really puts the Chargers at a disadvantage, man. And we know how the Chargers play at the end of games. We saw it last week. Almost pissed away a 20-point lead to the fucking Houston Texans.
And that wasn't even them.
Football team.
That wasn't them traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast, which that historically is not good for teams as well.
I agree. I'm not a big Chargers fan. I'm a noted Chargers hater. I feel like on this podcast.
Midbert.
Justin Midbert. I'm taking the Brownies here, man. I think this is weirdly good matchup. They're going to run the ball a lot. I'll take the Browns here. Garrett's back practicing. No Bosa for the Chargers.
Chargers have been struggling against the run all year. No Bosa. They're clipped. This is going to be... When you control the run game... Yeah, when you control the run game, you control everything, as you know.
Yeah.
As you viewers know as well. So.
Yeah, I think the Browns really control the run game here. Now let's hit the Sunday 4 p.m. slate. 49ers going into Carolina. 6.5-point favorites. This is the most Mikey Sharp pick. I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to take the Panthers plus 6.5. I hate everything the Panthers do, but I think this is just such a low-scoring game, both sides. Jimmy Garoppolo sucks. Baker Mayfield sucks. Two good defenses. The Panthers defense has playmakers on it. That's the only good part of their team. The total is set at 39, I should say, which is very low.
That's extremely low.
Yeah, Vegas thinks it's going to be a low-scoring game too. And if it's a low-scoring game, if it's under 39 points, chances are it's within the touchdown. So I'll take the Panthers with 6.5 by the hook to 7. If you're actually going to take this, but I don't think I'm not taking this with any confidence. I'm just picking this for the show.
Yeah, I mean, I respect that. Someone's got to take the Panthers every week, and it's not going to be me. I'm fading them
I take them way too much on this. I hate it.
every single week until Baker Mayfield is off that team.
Maybe we get Sam
49ers.
Darnold coming off the bench like Superman this week and throwing 4 touchdowns.
You mean 4 interceptions?
Probably. Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah.
Dude, there's no way to like put the Panthers game in like any way of confidence. It can't. Like, I don't like either of these teams specifically. The 49ers 6.5 against the Panthers defense is a little tough.
Yeah, that's what I think is the factor in this
Panthers offense is so bad. I'm so back and forth
I know.
here. But I'm just going to take the better team in the 49ers. I also hate Baker. I'm fading him every week.
one. Also reasonable. Let's move on here to the next 4 o'clock game. Another interesting one. Cowboys going to Los Angeles to play the Rams. Rams are favored by 5.5 here. What are you thinking?
This is going to be my mitzvah play of the week. Brought to you by YGB, a.k.a. Young Green Bean, a.k.a. Aiden Florsher. I'm taking Dallas plus 5.5. I think this is a great spot for Dallas. I'm not even joking you. Dallas' defense, which has allowed the 3rd fewest points in the league, is going against a pitiful Rams offense with the 30th ranked rushing attack and are averaging 2 turnovers a game.
Yikes. Stafford looked rough last week, man.
And we know firsthand what Dallas' defense can do. And yes, I'll go back to what Stafford said in a minute. What you said about Stafford in a minute, but we know firsthand Dallas' defense it can win them games on their own.
Very good.
Yeah. And I know Cooper Rush isn't that crazy, but if he plays average, man, their offense has been good. They've been putting up I think it was 20 points a game, and they've only been allowing 1.5 sacks per game, which is 5th best in the league. That's a very good offensive line. And obviously that might change with Aaron Donald. I mean, he's an absolute force.
They're going to quintuple team him, though.
Yeah, but I just think that Dallas is good here, and this trend really, really backs the mitzvah play. The Cowboys have covered the spread in 9 of their last 10 road games, while winning 4 consecutive games as 3.5 to 7 point underdogs.
It's very specific.
Isn't that wild?
That is pretty wild.
I mean, it's specific,
but I like it. Because it's probably all the Cooper Rush wins, right? That's what I'm guessing it is.
No. The Cowboys have covered the spread in 9 of their
winning
last.
is 3.5 to 7 point underdogs. It's probably every Cooper Rush start.
Yeah, maybe. So, why would the trend... I mean, the trend just seems to be...
Backing Cooper
in Dallas here with 5. I'll take 5 points all day. I think they honestly have a chance to win this outright. But I'll let you go with your spiel.
I got a little weird trend here. I like the Rams. I just think Cooper Rush is going to have a game eventually where, it ends. Dak hasn't practiced. I don't think he's going to be playing this week, even though they've been saying they were potentially thinking about it. I doubt it. But here's a fun little trend I found. We already talked about last week, I did at least, with the Niners, how the Niners, in the regular season at least, have owned the Rams the last 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
So, including this last week, the Niners have won 7 straight regular season games against the Rams.
It's Shanahan, right? You think?
Yeah, I think it is. But post-Niners loss, those last 6, not including this one, the Rams are 5-1 with an average victory margin of 16.2 points.
Wow.
So they bounced back after those Niners games. Their only loss was an 8-point loss to the Packers last year, and they've rolled teams after they lose to the Niners, it seems like. So I'm going to ride with the Rams here. I think this is a game they could blow open, low-key. I don't know why, but
I mean, I
feel it in my
we've been
nards.
waiting. We've been all waiting for the Rams to wake up.
I know.
So,
I know.
It's bound to happen some week, and it definitely is bound for Cooper Rush to have a mids game and throw 3 interceptions. So, I see your side here totally. But I'm just going to rock with Dallas here. I think getting points with this defense is pretty gnarly in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think it's a terrible bet either. Let's hit this last game of this 4 p.m. slate. Eagles going to Arizona as 5-point favorites. Another game we both agree on, which has been pretty rare so far this
I'm gonna
episode.
let you explain it because I just really have not much to say other than I don't want to take a banged up team for -5.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals with 5 points here. My Lotta didn't practice today. That's huge. So there's a decent chance he doesn't play this week. Lane Johnson got banged up last week. If you look at the Eagles' injury report, it's a lot of their key players have been limited or
Jake
DNP
Elliott.
for a decent amount this week. Yeah, Jake Elliott is not playing, so they're gonna have
That's
to find a
huge
kicker off
for
the street.
spread.
Yeah. They're gonna have to find a kicker off the street. They might be going for it. You brought that up. I didn't even really think about that. They might be going for it a lot if they don't have a kicker.
And
So
low-key, Kingsbury's on the ropes, man. He needs to win.
He has to pull something out of his ass. So I like the Cardinals with 5 here. I think Philly is due for a
Book it.
letdown game eventually. They're obviously very good. I've been taking them every week on this. I think they're really good, but yeah. I think they're due for a letdown game eventually. This is a team that could do it. Even though I do not think the Cardinals are really that good.
Nah,
They could score. The thing is, they could score a little bit though. So like maybe this
they
is a spot
might
where the
be
Eagles could be
team
let
to
down.
beat. Yes, man. Especially with the spread, man. With Jake Elliott
And
out,
the
man,
injuries, yeah.
they're
This
not
is a
going to
spot
go
where
for
the
those
Eagles could have a
50-yarders.
Yeah.
You know?
This is definitely the spot the Eagles could have a letdown. Now we're on to the 2 primetime games at the end of the week. Sunday Night Football. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Hit the next line. I need to hear it. All right, show's back in town.
No
The Ravens and the Bengals in a big-time showdown. Ravens and Bengals. Ravens at home, 3.5-point favorites here. Hit me.
Ravens alt spread -50.
100%. Ravens -3.5 here. We're both on this. Lamar Jackson in his career, 9-5 against the spread in prime time. And ride with the man. He's the
This
GOAT.
is a gimme.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Bengals still have the O-line issues. They've won the last 2 weeks, but they don't look convincing to me, man. Even though Ravens have their own defensive issues,
They
I
wouldn't
still
have
think
beat
they're the better
Tua
team.
if that game, if Tua,
Yeah,
stayed
they might
healthy.
not have won that game if Tua played. I'm not convinced on the Bengals.
Who they
yet.
play last week?
They beat the Jets and the Dolphins without Tua.
Okay. No, but who they play last week?
They played the Dolphins last week. That was a Thursday night game.
Oh, yeah, that was that was so long ago, dude.
Yeah. So both on the Ravens here. I think that's cash.
Yeah,
Lamar's good in prime time. Ravens are the better team.
I don't
think
see, especially because we looked at this earlier. The public it doesn't seem to be too raved over the Ravens. They're
Yeah,
only
no,
a
it's,
60,
they're a little
40
bit, but yeah,
split.
that's not obviously not the end all be all. But
I'd be
I don't
worried
like,
if it was like
I don't
90,
like seeing
10.
I don't like seeing 85% of the bets on one team. But yeah, let's hit the last game. Monday Night Football.
Wrapping it up
Raiders
with Monday.
and Chiefs. Yeah, wrap it up. Wrap it up Monday. Chiefs are at home, 7-point favorites. This is so easy. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm never
Mahomes
betting
dominates.
against Mahomes.
Mahomes dominates the Raiders in his career, man. Straight up in his career, 7-1, 5-3 against the spread. Last year, I think they lost one of their games last year, if I'm not mistaken. But the second one, they just blew the fucking doors off of them. So I think the Chiefs are easy here.
They
man.
lost the
Mahomes is
first
best. Yeah, I think both these primetime games layups.
Yeah, Mahomes dominates pretty much any team, and
Especially
more
the Raiders.
specifically the Raiders. So it's just and they're like we've said 1,000 times. Josh McDaniels is a numbskull. He
Is a
doesn't have
doofus. The
he
dude's
doesn't
an
have a
idiot.
thing going on in his brain.
Yeah, last week was the battle of the two idiots with him and Hackett. And he just came out on top because he's coached more games in the NFL. But they're both still idiots.
I just feel bad
Chiefs
for
are
Derek
so
Carr
easy.
again, man.
I don't
He's in
feel
a
bad
bad
for him.
situation.
He's not good.
But bro, it's his
Devontae Adams
coaching.
has to want to throw up, man. He went from Aaron Rodgers to his college buddy, and he's like, "Fuck, we're 1-3."
But he had to know what he was walking into.
I guess, yeah.
It's not
Grass
Derek
isn't
Carr.
always
dude.
greener.
But the thing is, you're telling me if Derek Carr had like a better offense.
He's not the biggest issue, but he's not helping them win games.
But
And he
he's not
hasn't ever
losing
really.
them games. He's not losing them games, dude.
Let's not turn this into a car soap opera. The Chiefs are going to roll them.
Yeah.
Let's
You're
wrap
right.
this up. We're going a little long here.
Oh shit.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. If you made it all the way through, we love you. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, TikTok, all that fun stuff. All the buttons will be down below. Click them. Right there. We love all of you.
Support us. Follow us on the talk at First and Interest Sports Pod.
Thank you. Let's go.
Nothing really else.
Nothing really.
I mean,
Thank you guys. We
Yeah.
love you. Thanks for listening.
see you next
Peace.
week.